Hey, what's going on? It's Gello and
Ashli with an I.
Listen, Random Acts of Kindness back at it again in the community, on the streets. Today we're with Gabriel's Angels. Now this is a pet therapy charitable organization. They provide pets basically to go talk to kids, infants to 18, spend some time with them and help them alleviate some stress and get through what they may be going through in their lives. So we're gonna go volunteer, hang out with them.
Meet Fitz.
Fitz, yeah,
We're
Fitz.
gonna meet a dog. Yeah.
I heard it's like a, what is it, a Labradoodle or something like that?
I think it's a poodle.
Poodle.
Yeah.
Labrapoodle?
Maybe.
Labradoodle? Maybe, whatever. That's what we're doing, Random Acts of Kindness, and it's all brought to you by Global Credit Union. Love y'all.
Nice to meet you.
No, Fitz is all about business, right?
Yes.
What's up,
And
Fitz?
this is Melissa Steinberg.
Hi, yes, hi.
So he's pet therapy. Are we
I'm
allowed to pet
Ashli.
him?
Hi.
Not to
Nice
but
to
he
meet
does
you.
not like to be pet on his head.
No, totally get
Well,
my
we
dog
were
doesn't
just
do
going
that.
over that because every time I tried to reach for his head, he's like ducking, and I
Oh,
was like, what's
interesting.
going on with that?
I have a boxer, his name is Alex, he's the exact same way. Like, you
Oh.
can't touch anywhere near his face or his head. Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
weird because most people want to pat him on the head.
Right.
You know?
Well, because he's, you know, so Fitz is a little tall, so that's, you know.
Yeah.
So he's named after
Yes,
Larry
I was just going
Fitzgerald.
to say, you got to
This
say that.
Fitz was named after Larry Fitzgerald?
Yeah, we tried about 100 names, and then one day we were watching the Cardinal game, and Larry made a great pass, so my husband and I were like, yay! So he comes up, he's like, whoa, what? So
I
we're
love
like,
it.
That's it.
And you also say because he's so good looking.
Yeah, he's so good looking and athletic.
Yeah.
You're a good looking dog, Fitz.
Yeah.
He's
How
a
you
handsome
doing, man?
boy. Come here.
It's okay.
You want to say hi?
How you doing?
Well, welcome
Should I
to a
get down on
version
your
of
level?
Gabriel's Angels.
Yeah, he
So
likes
as you
it.
know, we do it
No,
all
I
out
get
there,
down.
but it's nice when we
Okay.
get our teams to.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, Fitz likes liver. Yes, he says, I never met a liver I didn't like. We're still working on Shake. Shake.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Good boy.
So Gabriel's Angels, tell me a little bit about the organization, in which, because I heard a lot about the therapy horses. One time, my wife and my daughter, they went to a farm that had these therapeutic horses, and they brought the kids in, and there was a lot of kids who lost their parents at an early age.
Yeah.
So they were just crying, and it looked like the horses were crying too. I mean, is that make believe? Did they make that up?
No,
Or?
horses feel they're one of the animals that really can. They match the feelings of people, and you know, I'm not a horse expert, so I'm going to just share this at a high level, but a lot of people that get into horses and stuff, there's a whole connection they have to make to the horse, and that's why sometimes when they're on top of them,
Yeah.
you know, and they may kick off, it's all about just that trust
Symbiosis,
with each
like a
other.
bond,
Yeah, and horses are kind of the most, I think, emotional around that understanding of what that trust looks like. So,
I love that.
yeah.
I love that. I didn't think it was real until she showed me
Yeah,
like pictures,
it's amazing.
and the kids that would leave, they you know, were expressing how they felt, and they were crying. They felt so much better, and just, you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
animals
Well,
save lives, man.
Absolutely, and Lisa has great stories, and she can share as someone who's out there all the time. But when you ask about, you know, what Gabriel's Angels is, and you just said you have dogs, if you guys all have dogs, at the end of the day, that unconditional love, that non-judgment, and
Yep.
a child who may be struggling to read, may be feeling mentally and emotionally not safe or having challenges there, that's what all of our volunteers teams do, is they go and meet with these children and give them that safety and that comfort, and this dog who, you know, does not care. And in fact, a lot of times the dogs will go, if we're in a group setting, they will go to a child that even maybe before the team, the pet therapy team handler knows, who may be having a bad day, and they tend to gravitate towards that and really want to try to connect with that child. I mean,
You see it from a mile away. When
yeah,
know who
they
you are.
know.
So this is this nonprofit, for profit?
Nonprofit.
So a couple things. We're all free. Services are free.
Okay.
And it is, the way pet therapy works is you have to be a volunteer. So Lisa and our other 125 volunteers are people who in their home have this dog that they've seen and know to be an amazing, and trained. You know, if you want your dog to do this, there is the opportunity to get them trained, but they know they have this amazing connection for us with kids. We work with kids 18 and under. And so they give their time, and this is, I like to say they use their dog for good, right?
Yes, yeah.
You know, if you got a dog at home, which most of us do, I have 5, you know, these are dogs that you can sit next to and go, wow, what the comfort and I feel and the safety I feel, I want to be able to share that and go out and have kids who really are having a challenge these days.
Yeah. I come from, a fatherless environment, and, I've been on my own since the age of 14, so just getting through life and learning different things. The second I got a dog, I never wanted a dog, but the second I got a dog, it was life-changing for me. It's like it gave me life, that unconditional love that a lot of kids don't get to experience. It's true, parents are working or they're out of the home, and these kids don't understand that they need love. They yearn for it. They don't know why, but they do. So to get a dog and bring that into the environment, and it can change a kid's life. It changed my life having a dog.
Yeah. In fact, I know you have them. You should give each one of them.
I brought them.
So one of the things we do in any pet therapy program is you have a trading card of your dog.
I love that.
And on the back, it's got, their favorite treat, a quote, what trick they love to do.
Kids, look at this, man. You got your own trading card.
And so to your point is we have found years later, or have heard stories of kids who carry that from place to place because it's their connect. Once the dog and them are gone and not doing the work together, it's that still connection to the dog. So we hear a lot of stories about how those come along with the kids, and some that are grown still have them around.
That is amazing.
The best way to always find out what we need is either to join one of our social media pages, Facebook, we're on Instagram, LinkedIn, but go to our website, which is gabrielsangels.org. You'll find everything there of how we need your help and support, which is giving monetarily. If you don't know you have the dog or the time, then you could give the money to support so many people like Lisa going out there and offering these free services. And we do have opportunities for people who don't have a dog if they want to work with a therapy team in one of those group settings where we may be with a couple of kids. We need that. We call them helping hands. One thing I will just share with you is that we always have way more demand than we have the teams, and we've got school districts that want us in every one of their schools to do programs, and we don't have enough volunteers. So we need more volunteers with their dogs and people who just believe they know themselves that unconditional love can make a difference.
So Lisa, tell me what inspired you to want to get involved and volunteer and then bring in Fitz?
So when I retired, I thought, what do I want to do? Spend more time with my dog. My husband said, well, what about me? And I was like, you're on your own. So anyway, I had a friend that volunteered with Gabriel's Angels, and she was telling me about the whole program and how to get involved. So I went to an information session, and we learned more about Gabriel's Angels, and I decided that I would be in the Animals, Books, and Children program. And that's where kids come in and read to the dog every week, same 3 kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we focus on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd graders because, and they're behind in their reading for their grade level. And so statistically, if they are illiterate by the time they finish the 3rd grade, they'll be illiterate their whole lives.
Wow.
So when the kids come and read to Fitz, we find out what kind of interests they have, and so we gear the books to what they're interested in, and then we teach them about how to take care of dogs.
That's awesome, man.
So we sometimes meet the parents by the end of the session, and we get a lot of feedback about not only has their reading improved, but their writing has improved, and that their behaviors have improved.
All because of spending time with Fitz.
Yes, they equate it mostly to that. So,
That's
having
awesome,
some
man.
individual attention
That's
from
so
an
awesome.
adult and the attention of the dog, it's great.
We haven't gotten exact data on this, but anecdotally, I can also tell you, and Lisa may support this, that there's a large absenteeism problem right now amongst kids, and particularly in Arizona. Kids are really failing in a lot of areas of education, and that we hear time and time again, counselors, teachers say the kids show up on the days the dogs come.
Wow.
So it can make a difference in that too.
Humans don't deserve dogs, man.
No, they're too good.
We don't deserve dogs.
And we even did the program during the pandemic, but we did it virtually, so they still read to the dog. They had the same group of books as we had from home. It wasn't quite the same, but we still, felt like we were making as much of an impact as we could, even though it was virtual.
That probably still allowed them to, stay connected to the process of what's going on.
Exactly.
Oh, are you dancing?
Yes, he likes to dance.
Happy tippy tappies.
He likes to dance. You want to show him how you
Now,
dance?
do you guys all have dogs? Do you have dogs?
No.
No.
We're trying to convert him.
Oh, come on.
Dogs, but he's
Little,
not
something
yet.
little maybe.
I do something little, like a
Okay.
Yorkie would
Yeah,
be
okay.
ideal.
We just had a little Shih Tzu in doing an orientation. Lisa mentioned something, and I'll just mention to you all, when you go onto our website and it talks about getting involved, every month, the last Tuesday of the month, we have a virtual information session, and it's a way for you to hear about our programs and to find out how you can get involved. And so that last Tuesday of the month from 6 to 7, you can sit wherever you are at home at Zoom, and we just want you to join and learn more and see if there's a way that you can help. And you can sign up on the website to take part. At the end of the day for us, and it is hard, right, because there are some programs out there and great nonprofits that it's to get someone involved, it may require them just a couple hours a day to help pack a whatever, a lunch or whatever that may be. For us, you're making a commitment as a volunteer, but it's so rewarding, and I think Lisa can say that. I mean, you really are spending time, and these kids look at these dogs almost as we just did a session at a symposium that really talked about mentoring, but we said that can be beyond 2 legs, right? 4 paws can also be just as much a mentor.
Right. Yeah.
And then when you have the human attached with them, the two together can really help a child.
They're there, and it's mandated by the court, so they live there and they go to school there. So that was quite an education for me. I had not been exposed to kids under those circumstances, and it was just fascinating. So we did a presentation on how to brush your teeth, and then showed them how to brush the dog's teeth. So I brought some toothbrushes to give to the kids in the session, and so I go over to the teacher and go, here's some toothbrushes for the kids. She's like, no. And I go, what? And she goes, they can't have those. I said, why not? Can't have toothbrush? She goes, they can sharpen the handle and use it as a shiv. And so I'm like, oh,
Wow.
I need to think differently
Yeah.
if I'm going to be exposed to kids under these circumstances. So we haven't had quite that situation in the Animals, Books, and Children program. However, when we first started out, one of the kids told us that they had seen their father kill the family dog
Oh my God.
because they used it as leverage to make the kids mind. So some of them don't even realize that dogs are living, breathing
Oh my
things that rely on us to take care of them.
God. Yeah.
So we do a lot of education on that.
Lisa, you get my respect, right? Because at the end of the day, that's your pup, that's your dog.
Yeah.
And sometimes we get a little selfish and we want to keep all of that love to ourselves, right? And kids are handsy, they poke, they grab, they do all types of things. So you're taking fits outside of the house and putting them in front of random people. Like, respect to you for doing that.
Well,
Because I know that's not easy. You love your dog. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
we love our dog, and that part of it is we do have to advocate for the dog from time to time. If the kids are getting a little rough, we have to say, okay, back up a little bit and kind of explain to them what's making him uncomfortable.
Right.
You know,
They
so
have feelings too.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the dogs can only, as part of therapy work 2 hours at a time. So it's also that advocating of, they also can get tired and it can become a long day. So having them 2 hours at a time will help. Yeah.
Well, look, eating liver treats has got him out of breath right there.
Not all us. That would be amazing because that would mean that we'd have.
I know.
So we run on lean staff because at the end of the day, it's the volunteers who really deliver.
Right.
We're just here to train and support them. Yeah, we can stack some actually.
I would love to come and volunteer with you guys.
Yes, and we were saying, I think you might not have heard, but you can have rabbits, you can have cats. We have many horses we've had. Right now, it's pretty much all dogs. But there are other animal species that you can have. Well, they roll in the mud. I think they keep
Are those
the
all the
mud.
training cards?
Yeah,
Cool.
That's so cool. They got trading cards.
I know.
I'm jealous. I don't have one.
So if you've got a guinea pig out there or a rabbit, you can join us. We'll take you. Or a cat. If you've got that amazing cat, that's good.
I don't know. Cat. I don't know about cats.
It's very unique to have a cat that can be very calm and.
Cats are weird.
Although Elizabeth over here, our operations manager, has a cat that she rescued off the street, showed up on her door, and it's going to be an amazing, probably therapy cat.
You're a great human being, Liz.
Your cat you rescued.
You're a great human being for taking
I was
that
telling you
cat.
about your cat that you rescued that is probably going to become a therapy cat.
Nice. They can survive. They'll be all right.
He loves it. Oh yeah, no,
They'll be all right.
phenomenal.
You took that cat in. You're,
I want to be
you're a
the
good
I want
person.
to be the only cat team. Well, I mean the
Oh,
first.
Fitz was
Yeah.
a rescue.
Fitz was?
AKC
The
standard
only
protocol.
one.
It's amazing. Fitz, this amazing dog. I tried to get Fitz to pet me.
Sweet
Or
baby.
I was trying to pet Fitz, but it didn't work out that way. Today we spent some time with Gabriel's Angels. It's all about pet therapy. If you can get involved, go to gabrielsangels.org. If you've got a dog and you're like, my dog is a lover, he loves people.
And not even just dogs, cats, birds, gerbils, rabbits, if you have any of those.
gabrielsangels.org. Random acts of kindness, and it's all presented to you by Global Credit Union. Love y'all.